Hey guys, I'm John Setzler. Welcome back to Man Cave Meals. Today I'm going to get out the LEM Jerky Cannon and we're going to make some snack sticks. I've had this thing for quite a while. I've never bothered to show it on video, but this guy in combination with the Traeger Timberline, we can put some really nice smoke on some snack sticks. So let's get started. First thing I want to do is fire up the Traeger Timberline 850, and we're just going to fire it up to 165. And we're going to set it on the super smoke mode. We're going to let this thing run nice and cool, and like I said, this thing's going to put a good smoke on this. So let's start having a look at our ingredients. To make our snack sticks, I'm going to use a package of this LEM Backwoods Snack Stick seasoning. This packet has enough seasoning in it to make 5 pounds of ground beef into snack sticks, but I'm only going to make half of that. So I have taken half of the mixture and put it out in a bowl, and inside this package there is the seasoning itself, and there's also an included small packet of the pink curing salt. I divided both in half and put it in this bowl right here, and if you have a scale, I can give you a heads up that you need about 50 grams of the regular seasoning and about 2.7 grams of the curing salt. The first thing you want to do with this seasoning and curing salt is dissolve it in some water, or mix it up in some water. I've got about 3 ounces of water or so. I'm just going to dump that in, and I'm going to stir it up until I get it completely mixed. Next thing we've got here is I've got 2.5 pounds of ground beef, and we're going to dump in our seasoning mixture that we've dissolved in that water, and I'm just going to get in here with my hand, and we're going to mix this up and get that completely combined. And once I have that completely combined, I'm just going to kind of pack it down, and I'm going to let that sit and rest for about 30 minutes in the refrigerator before we move on. Okay, the next thing we need to do is load up the jerky cannon. So I've taken it apart where I've got the tube. I've gone ahead and put my end on, and what we have to do now is load the meat into the tube. And in order to do that, you're going to want to take it in pieces and just kind of create a log shape that's not too big, that we can stuff into the tube. And then we just push it in with the plunger, and then keep going. You just have to stuff this guy completely full, and you want to keep as much air out of it as possible during the process. And when you have your cannon tube full, you just want to put the trigger assembly back on it and screw it on nice and tight, and then we're going to load up our first tray. And once you have your tube loaded, it works just like a caulking gun. You want to squeeze it, and you want to line your snack sticks up. And I'm just using a half baking sheet here, and we're just going to fill it up. And when the jerky cannon runs out of meat, I'll load it back up with what we've got left. So after I get all that lined up on 2 half sheets, I've got almost 2 full half sheets, and now these guys are ready to go to the Traeger. Okay, our Traeger's running along right here at 165. We've got a nice light smoke rolling here, so I'm going to toss these guys on, and we're going to let these go for about 6 or 7 hours in here. And the super smoke mode, I have the super smoke mode running on the Traeger. I'm probably going to let the super smoke go for 2 to 3 hours, and then I'll turn it off, and we'll finish these up in the normal mode. So we'll be back to see this in, like I said, about 6 or 7 hours. Okay guys, we've been going about 6.5 hours here, and these guys are ready. They look beautiful. So what we're going to do next is I'm going to take these off. I'm going to shut the grill down, take them inside, and I'm going to let them stabilize to room temperature. And once they're stabilized to room temperature, I'm going to cut these in half and put them in Ziploc bags, and after they've had a chance to stabilize, we'll try these out. Okay guys, this is what these look like when they're done. They should be flexible. They shouldn't be dry or too dry, and they should have kind of a snap where they pull apart and look about like that. These things taste amazing. The recommendations on the package are that you keep them refrigerated or frozen, but the cure in here helps with that. So I keep them in the refrigerator, but I break them down into smaller packages of 3 or 4 of these, and I don't mind leaving those out of the refrigerator. So give these a try. Let me know what you think. Until next time, this is John Setzler with Man Cave Meals.